Hi, and welcome to the OpenDental Backup and Restore webinar. In this webinar, we'll be covering how to use the backup tool, how to use the restore tool, and a couple of other backup methods. Data loss can be devastating for your office. It is critically important for your practice to have a data backup and recovery plan in place, just in case the worst does happen. To use the backup and restore tool, you're going to need access to your server computer, an encrypted flash drive or external hard drive, and a computer located at home or otherwise off your network with the OpenDental trial installed. For the backup tool itself, it's recommended not to have anyone in your office entering live data when you're creating the backup. This can create errors and also would be desynced from your restore. The first thing we need to do is open OpenDental to the backup tool itself. To do so, we're going to run OpenDental as administrator by right-clicking on the desktop icon and clicking Run as Administrator. Once this is open, we can go ahead and go to the top to Help and About. This is to ensure that our server name matches our remote client name. This tells us that yes, this is in fact our server, and we're clear to make a backup from this location. If we close out of here, we can go to the Manage module over on the left, and then click the backup icon. When we're using OpenDental, the program itself is comprised of two basic folders, at least for your information. There's the database folder, usually named OpenDental. This has things like patients' accounts, appointment history, anything that's stored inside the modules in OpenDental. The second is OpenDent Images, which has everything that we put into the imaging module. When we're creating this backup, we see this backup tab at the top, which has information on where we're pulling this database from and where it's going. When we're using this, we want to make sure that we've selected the correct locations. By default, the from database should be C MySQL data. If we open up our File Explorer, we can see that in my case, that is where I have my OpenDental folder. If this isn't where your data resides, you can find it easily by going to your C drive, Program Files x86, MySQL, MySQL Server 5.5 or 5.6, and then right-clicking on your My File for Edit. This will show you a Notepad document that will tell you exactly where the data is. But in most cases, it's going to be right there under C MySQL data. Back in the backup tool, we now need to set our to path. The to path should be our encrypted hard drive or flash drive. We can click on Browse, and then go ahead and select our flash drive. This can be right on the root, or you can do what I've done and create the OpenDental Backups folder. This is where we're going to store both our OpenDent images, if we choose to copy it, and the OpenDental folder, where our database is. With OpenDental Backups selected, or wherever we want to put that on our flash drive, we can go ahead and click OK. From here, if we want OpenDental to save this information, we can click on Save Defaults. Before we do so, we also need to decide whether or not we want to save the OpenDent Images folder. Like I said, this saves everything that is put into your imaging folder itself, so it can be a lot of data. If we don't want to copy that information, we can check this box for Exclude Image Folder in Backup or Restore. If we do decide to copy that information, OpenDental is going to create an incremental backup of our images. What that means is that it's only going to copy what's different for the images. So for example, if you had already created a backup that exists in that backup folder for your images and you made only a couple of changes, it's only going to put in those new images. Everything else would stay the same. This all looks pretty good, so let's go ahead and click the backup button. It's worth noting that if you didn't click the Save Defaults, when we click Backup, it's also going to prompt you for if you want to save those defaults. This is going to take just a moment. We'll be right back once it's done. Once that process is complete, we can go ahead and click OK. That'll close out of our backup window, and we can feel free to close out of OpenDental. Now for the second part, restoring. It's vital that we never restore over our live OpenDental database, especially not without checking it first. So we want to make sure that we take this home or to an offsite location just to make sure it's nowhere near that live production database. Overriding that with something that we didn't mean to could be catastrophic. So let's go ahead and test it. To this, pretend that we're at home or at our offsite location, and we can go ahead and open up OpenDental. Once this is open, we'll be able to see our OpenDental tab again. This should be the information from the last time you restored it, or maybe just our blank OpenDental database if it's our first time backing up. The first thing we want to do is to go to the Manage module again and go back into our backup tab. Again, this is on our offsite location. What we're looking at now is the Restore tab of the backup menu. Here, we're going to set where we're taking the data from and to, just like earlier, but it's a little bit reverse. Remember, this is the From folder when we're at home, so we're going to be taking this from our flash drive or encrypted hard drive. In this case, that location is going to be D, OpenDental Backups. This will ensure that it can get the information for both my database and the OpenDent images that I just created. And then R2 should be the location that the database is currently on our computer. We can check this the same way we did in the office by checking the myINI, but our default is going to be C MySQL data. And then we also need to decide where we're putting the OpenDent images. This is also the default of C OpenDent images, right on the root of that drive. If we need to select another location, we can simply click Browse and select as appropriate. When we're restoring this database, it will only be successful if the database name matches for our restore computer versus what we backed it up from. This is to ensure that we don't overwrite the wrong database. Since both of these are OpenDental, I'm good to go. Let me go ahead and click Restore. It'll confirm that this is when I created that backup, and I can hit OK. Hit OK again, and we know that that restore has been done. From here, we'll probably need to restart OpenDental. Once we hit OK again, we can close out of the program, and just to ensure that it's done everything that it needs to, let's go ahead and run it again. Right-click, run as administrator. This will ensure that if there's any version differences between what we had at home and what we had at the office, those updates will happen automatically for us. What I like to do to ensure that this is the correct database that we just restored is to go ahead and check the last thing that you did in the office. In this case, this appointment is the last thing that I had entered in. It's showing up in my restore, so I know this is the correct information. For some offices, using an automated backup system is more practical than using the backup tool. If we go to our Manage module, we may have a green link for central data storage. They provide HIPAA-compliant managed backup services that are integrated into OpenDental. For more vendors that offer automated backups, feel free to click on the link below. That's been the Backup Restore webinar. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. If you have any additional questions, please contact our support line at 503-363-5432 or access our complete online manual at opendental.com. Make sure you're staying up to date on our latest training videos by subscribing to our channel and turning on notifications.